Welcome back to the channel, Collective. How are you? Let's get into this reading. There's new readings on the channel. Alright. This is a general reading. This is not a personal reading. Kindly don't take anything personal. If something is offensive, it might not be your message. It might be for somebody else. You could disregard it. Only take what resonates with you and what's confirmation for you. Thank you for your Cash App donations. Thank you for your emails. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your support of the channel. Oh, a super. Okay, if it was in the upright, maybe a superintendent could be significant. Okay. Or something is extraordinary. Okay, something could be extraordinary. A plant pot could be significant. Something about a plant pot, a fire sign in reverse. Jade could be significant. Somebody's doing song spells or earworms with intentions and they're regretful. Somebody passed away. They wanted a threesome, somebody here. I'm leaving my wife and husband for you. Somebody could have done this, or they want to. But they really want to possess somebody. This is about possession, something here. About controlling something. Somebody could be in a relationship with a super in the building, or something was going on in the plant pot. Some kind of spirit could be sitting on a plant pot. Somebody could be in jail for the night. A life sentence could be significant, 20 plus years. Irvine, or a place that starts with I, could be significant. The letter I. A reporter. Okay, you didn't block this person, they're struggling. Or you did block this person and they're struggling, one or the other. They don't want you to block them, you're not guilty. Someone's not guilty. JFK in reverse. The letter P could be significant. Something is significant about JFK, maybe the airport or these initials. Someone is not guilty of something that happened concerning this. A reporter, possibly. The letter N could be significant. P or N. Somebody found someone on IG, Facebook, or TikTok. Long Island in reverse, or a place that starts with L or I. A reptile could be significant. A new car. Something is on the news about reptiles, a car, Long Island, or a place that starts with L or I. Something could be on the news. A girl. An NDA. Colombia, or a place that starts with C. Somebody was pulled over. Justice hasn't been served yet. London. Lake in reverse. Mental disability. Death. Master's degree in reverse. Somebody flatlined before they can graduate. A father or a brother. Twins, triplets in reverse, or siblings. Satanic agent in reverse. They did something to their school lunch or their lunch. I'm catfishing you in the astral realm. Somebody is not doing that anymore, or they can't do it. Somebody is regretful, but they're still doing stuff. Okay, they could be trying to act like they're regretful, but they're not changing. They have a serious problem. Somebody's not changing. Colombia, or a place that starts with C, is significant. A death here. Okay. Someone doesn't have a master's degree, or they couldn't complete it, and they flatlined. Okay, this could be significant. Death and flatline. A father or a brother. Reporter is back here in reverse. This could be covered up. And someone is unable to catfish you in the astral realm. They could be trying to catfish you in the 3D realm. Somebody could be in labor. Let's see. Someone is out of ideas when it comes to this death or this ending. They're out of ideas. Somebody could want to end something that's eternal, or they did do this, or they want to do it. Something that's supposed to be together. I'm sorry, a couple that's supposed to be together, or a family, or some sort of soulmate energy. 5 could be significant. 50 could be significant. Taurus could be significant. Someone is standing up for themselves, okay, because they want to promise somebody something. Libra, Capricorn, Gemini could be significant as well. 51, 15, 28, or 82 could be significant. Someone is trying to harm somebody here. Maybe they don't want someone to go to school or something like that. Okay, they want cars. Somebody wants someone to sacrifice their education so they can have a car. Maybe a Scorpio. This person's homeless. They're out on the street here. Somebody is obsessed with money and worth, but they're a failure. Because they're sacrificing people, maybe families, children, relationships, promises, destinies. Again, Scorpio is significant. Leo, a father or a brother could be significant. Okay, there's evidence of something. This father or brother, you trusted this person. This was your alliance. You trusted them. They were honest. You were compatible with this person. You got along with them. And something is being investigated because there's somebody here who's now homeless. They're now homeless and out. They're casted away here. They lost their friends. Again, we have Virgo, Libra, Capricorn, Leo. Okay, they lost these people in their life. Somebody is distancing, separating from this group. They don't want to have a natural disaster or flatline. Okay, somebody's life could be in stake. Again, we have Scorpio, Sag, Pisces, Virgo. Anybody could be these signs. What is going on with this evidence about a father or a brother? Somebody wasn't ready for something. They weren't prepared for this evidence or some sort of investigation. Okay, and it's stressing them out. They need to get ready because somebody did something to someone's father or brother or someone they trusted. Somebody they were compatible with. If it's not that, F or B could be significant. F or B. Okay, somebody's not gaining over this loss that they took or that they're having. Again, October could be significant. Libra, Capricorn could be significant. Cancer. There's a Scorpio, Libra who thinks it's funny to play games. They're finding out. Somebody needs to go to jail. They're sacrificing something that's illegal. They need to go to court. They're probably guilty. They're doing something wrong so that they're not sick. There's something they're doing that's wrong so they're not sick. Somebody could be framing this person because they're the same sign, or they can actually be working with this person sneak in the dark here. They're trying to reverse a death and an illness. And they did this by making somebody else sick, maybe a father or a brother. And they were in on this, and maybe you didn't know. But a lot of these groups, they hide behind each other. They do things with the same signs, and they hide behind each other. So always use your discernment. Leo, Virgo is significant. Cancer. Okay, this could be someone that wants to work with you or collab with you. But they only want to do that so that they look enhanced, so that they look like, you know, they look better. But this is not a good person. They can't cause an accident, so that's why they want to do this. They feel stupid. They are stupid for doing this. Okay, you don't care about this person, or you don't care about their child or something, and you have a family here. Maybe you have a child here with somebody else, but there's something about a baby, or maybe someone is not supporting a baby. They're not supporting a child. Something about child support could be significant. Somebody could have sacrificed that with a gift card here. They could have offered it up. Okay, they need to stop doing something. They can't bind the collective, so they need to stop. Again, we have Sag, Pisces, Cancer. Okay, somebody is fighting. More Pisces energy, fighting and disputing something. They're having loss because they're inhumane. They have no good merit making. Again, Libra, Capricorn, Aries. Okay, something is going on with their imagination where they can't imagine something. This is like Seven of Cups in reverse. They could be lusting. They don't have the choices and opportunities because they're distracted. They're doing too much. Donation could be significant. They need prayer and donation. But you won't compromise with them. Again, Gemini is significant, or Aries. Ancestor is here, okay, making sure everything is okay. God is here. And this person is not succeeding because whatever they did wiped out their imagination or their ability to have choices and variety. Whatever they did was really bad, and they took away from themselves. They hurt themselves by doing this. They could have hurt the collective a little bit, or your family, but they're suffering in the end, and they're still, for some of these people, they're still lagging on, trying to come back and do more sacrifices. They're still being perverts and disgusting, and they're being exposed, and they're going to jail. These people are going to serve their time, whether they want to or not. They're going to have endings. Again, something could be terminal because they won't stop doing something. Yeah, they need to stop. Confirmation, like, take a break. Somebody is just obsessed and crazy. They're a puppet. They're being controlled and dictated, okay, about a house or a residence, somebody's worth or investment, property or something. Cancer could be significant. Gemini, Sag, Pisces, and Leo. Somebody is not scared at home. They're not scared. Somebody could be trying to scare somebody and make them a puppet. This puppet needs another puppet. Their fate is in reverse. They won't live and learn, so their stubbornness is destroying them. Again, we have Taurus, Libra, Capricorn, and Virgo. They just won't learn. They can't bully the collective. Again, this could have something to do with a father or a brother. Someone sees something. They're not blind to something at home, that they're trying to sacrifice someone at home because they need to go to court, and they're owed money in court. They're owed some kind of balance or justice, and they're not scared. Okay, they know that someone is trying to sacrifice them, but again, we don't align with that. Okay, I don't align with that. I don't think the collective is aligning with that. Okay, it's in reverse. It's not happening because somebody sees something. You see something. They could be trying to stop someone from going to school and completing school. Okay, they could be trying to reverse a family because their family's in reverse. We're calm. Okay, they don't have any ideas because we're calm. We're simple, we're peaceful. And that is disturbing this group because they need us to be like them so that they could take our peace. Okay, they have no friends. They lost their friends. Okay, because they were doing something to their friends, their daydreams. They were spying on them and taking them so that they can indulge and be pretty. They lost their money, and somebody avoided a natural disaster by getting away from this person or this group. So they try to bribe, they try to pay somebody to come in and do something. Give me something for flatlined. They try to tempt somebody, but they just end up losing their money. Somebody's in love, or they're very happy with this person. Again, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio is significant. All right, and that's making somebody furious. Okay, because the collective is not upset. Again, they need us to be here. And sometimes we can get here, but we don't stay here. So they keep trying to bribe us. But somebody flatlined, okay? And you were relaxed about it. You were relaxed about it, or you were furious about it and they were relaxed about it. Either way, again, a Scorpio could be significant. A Gemini could be significant. They couldn't cause an accident. They want somebody to flatline, but nobody did, or something like that. Because they're calm. They want to attach to the collective with some kind of third-party garbage. Okay, with this two people that don't want to be with this third person. Okay, they won't take some sort of advice or knowledge. And maybe they feel like if I can get into this relationship, I can cause them to not be here anymore. But they're still sick. And they're going to stay that way until they leave people alone. The collective is on a new adventure. They're passionate about something. You could be traveling. These are all things they want to take. Anything that you want to explore, they're greedy. A lot of these people have a lot and they've lost a lot because it's not theirs. And now they want to keep doing the same shit instead of changing. That's why their ass is where they're at, in the puppet status. They're in a puppet status, collective. Maybe because of what they did to a male in your family. A reporter could be struggling. You didn't block this person. Maybe you don't know about this person to block them. Something about JFK in reverse is significant. They want a threesome about this JFK, whatever this is, to you. This reptile. Again, these are people who bind to this energy. And they may begin to take on the characteristics of this energy. A place that starts with I is significant. Somebody from a place that starts with I, the letter I, could be in reverse. They're struggling. They wanted to, what they want to do is, I think sometimes people experiment and they regret it. So what they do is a threesome to pass it. Whatever they're experiencing here, they try to pass it on to someone else. This is possible. Let me get one card out of here. This father or brother is significant for this reading, or a male person to you. It could be somebody else's father or brother. The letter A could be significant. Let me get a couple cards out of here. Someone wasn't abusive. They weren't angry, frustrated, hurt, or hurting themselves. They weren't hitting someone. They weren't doing this. Maybe somebody rode a skateboard. This is possible. A skateboard could be significant. A school bus could be significant. Sisters. Somebody has sisters. This could be significant. Somebody could be in elementary school. This could be significant. Okay, this person wasn't waiting for someone at the airport. Like, they weren't doing that. They weren't waiting for someone to arrive. Because they were questioning this person that they were with. They weren't sure about this person. So they didn't meet up with them anywhere. Okay, they might have did some shopping. Okay, somebody might have said, you know what, I think I'm going to go do some shopping. Okay, enjoy my day. Instead of waiting around for someone. I don't want to get into some kind of dispute with this person. I don't want to get in a fight with them. Okay, and then someone was upset, like they're upset about that. They're not, because somebody's not talking to them. Somebody wasn't talking to them. Yeah. So this father, brother could have been ignoring someone, or this could have been happening to them. This could have been happening to them. Somebody was sad because someone wasn't talking to somebody. Okay, they said, I'm gonna go do some shopping. I don't know about you. Like, I'm questioning you. I don't want to fight with you, you know. I don't want to get, maybe somebody was afraid to get hurt by this person, so they didn't wait for them or something. They said, you know what, never mind. They're not communicating with this person and just putting this person, they're upset. They're upset. Right, somebody left home. Okay, they were being betrayed. They put something to rest here. They said, I'm finished with this. We have Virgo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra. Anybody could be these signs. Somebody moved away from this person. They said, I'm going to be independent. They were questioning this person because they kept going shopping or something. This could be significant too. Somebody was betraying to go shopping. Somebody's got a little obsession with shopping and maybe betrays people to go shopping. Okay. But somebody was under arrest or put to rest here. Something or someone. A Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, or Virgo. Somebody's doing something in the dark. That's why you stop talking to them. Okay, they could have tried to get you arrested or put you to rest. Okay, or maybe a father or brother is now put to rest because of somebody here. Maybe an Aquarius betrayed this person. Somebody with Aquarius placements, maybe Capricorn, Aquarius. All right, they confused somebody. They confused somebody who was leaving them or moving away from them or didn't want to have memories with them anymore. And they did it for this Pisces, Aries. They were doing something for this Pisces, Aries in reverse. They were doing something for them. Capricorn, Aquarius, like I said, okay, they were doing something multiple times, okay, and making sure this person could not leave home or have plans or something like that. They had to, it was their job. This is maybe a hitman or something. They had to make sure they sacrifice this person's plans for this Queen of Wands in reverse. So I don't know. That's what it was. I said it as I pulled it out because that's what they're doing. Okay, they're sacrificing a family member or a family here. Death, confirmation, and somebody's inheritance. They wanted to sacrifice someone's inheritance. Someone could have also had a rebirth. A Virgo could have had a rebirth. A Pisces could have had a rebirth. A fire sign. A Scorpio. A Libra. A Taurus, Pisces could have enlightenment about something. You could have enlightenment about something instead of, maybe when you weren't going anywhere with the Two of Wands in reverse, you learned something. You became enlightened in this isolation time or something. Why is this Two of Wands here? Maybe because of a child. Maybe you were at home with your child or something. Or you were just happy. You didn't want to go anywhere. You were happy. But it's like some kind of witchcraft. It's like, I see like you were happy being home, but it was because somebody was like, I need to sacrifice their plan. So make them happy being home or something. Like, yeah, but this person is suffering now. It's like they wanted you to stay home and suffer, but you became enlightened in this period. And they're like, oh my God, I can't believe I did this to the collective. Gemini placements. Okay, this Leo Virgo was in the same boat. They were very greedy. Okay, you were watching your back. See, while you were home doing whatever you were doing, I'm hearing like unemployment or something where you're home. Okay, you could have been home. You could have just had a baby. This could be anybody. Maybe you were retired. Some reason why you were home for a little while. Maybe, there was a whole period with, C19. Anything like this could be significant. We're just home, whoever it is. But you were still watching your back. Okay? Yep. Because there's a Virgo in the background that's bothering you. Okay? This Virgo in reverse and this Capricorn in reverse that you don't want anything to do with. They keep bothering you. And in the back of your mind, you're like, maybe this person is behind this, but I'm still becoming enlightened while I wait for something. I'm still avoiding painful endings. And nothing can get worse for you wherever you are. They're trying to make it worse, but they end up struggling. Okay? Now they're in reverse. This Robata is in reverse. Whatever they did, okay, this death or this loss of this father or brother or just a male, okay, they did it for this dead spirit. They had to offer up to this dead spirit. Okay, there's these queens and kings in reverse. They work with these lower entities for money and power. Okay, and they wanted somebody's opportunities. You could have been having dreams, and like, I don't know what's going on with these dreams, or you could have been having like some kind of like spiritual communication or sex or something, some sort of illusions. Somebody is interfering. Somebody keeps spiritually contacting you. You're very watchful. Somebody was thinking of new ways to communicate with you. Okay? You could be a Scorpio air sign, Taurus, Pisces, Leo. Okay, this fire earth energy, male or female, is doing something with this Scorpio Sag to a family to avoid the cops or some sort of confrontation, and they're using spiritual whores to do this. It's like they wanted you to be indecisive and homeless. That was somebody's intention for you, but you got money. You got money somehow from work, court, justice, somebody giving you something. You had money. Okay, this person's judgment was in reverse. They judged this whole situation wrong. Somebody thought that, like, I got this, you know, but they suffered. Just suffering. They had to walk away. They were defeated. Okay, these fallen angels here, stuck. Yep, because we still had our home. They end up homeless. This Virgo Libra is getting backfire for what they did to a child who was supposed to get money or did get money. Maybe to a child and a parent at home. Somebody who was supposed to get justice. Because maybe I feel like somebody did you wrong at work. Like somebody did something wrong to you at work and you were supposed to get some kind of reimbursement or something with healthcare, Medicaid, maybe an injury, disease, some kind of illness could be significant. Something needs to be balanced. Something with court, something was illegal, something with HR, something like this could have been significant. And there's this Capricorn here that's overcommitted to the devil and trying to sacrifice Leo placements or strong people who resemble this energy, okay, for somebody back here. But somebody is always healing. Somebody's always recuperating and getting energy because they're a good person and their intentions are well. So good things happen. They attract good. And this bitch keeps coming back. This Aquarius energy, this Capricorn energy keeps coming back here. No, this is a good person. Okay, so it's like whenever you release the devil or you elevate or ascend more, this person keeps coming back. Again, this Aquarius and this Capricorn could be a slave for this fire sign and this Virgo Libra. They could keep coming back to take from you, okay, when you earn. They're doing some kind of witchcraft. Okay, now you could have been having sex with somebody who was being used by this group to take from you when you were engaging with them. Okay, this psychopath here, you were having sex with them. They had Aquarius placements. They could have been a Taurus Aquarius, Aquarius water, Cancer Aquarius, Aquarius fire. They were stealing. They were stealing when you went to work from your children. They were using this person's body as some kind of transportation to get to you because you were around them a lot. Again, somebody's mother as well could have been behind this. This person's mom could have been a Taurus and you didn't know, okay? But they were after your Ace of Cups again. These people, a cop in reverse could also be significant, or a car accident. Somebody could have been a cop in your life, but they weren't a good cop. They were a dirty cop. Could be a relative or something. But all of these people were being used by these groups to take from maybe one or two people. One or two people, like I said. Okay, they were aggressively doing something through this person. You could have gotten in some kind of altercation with this person, some kind of fight, something aggressive and tyrannical happened. Okay, maybe in a car with a father or something, and now you're aware why this happened. Somebody was intuitively communicating with this energy to make them do something. Like somebody was secretly communicating in the mind with this energy telling them what to do. And now they're struggling, okay? The Scorpio Libra has to go to court, and they're struggling in the public eye because they are telling somebody around you what to do. They're telling this person what to do to you, how to respond to you, and they had a tower. You slowly became aware of this. Maybe a Taurus was helping you figure something out in your life, or a Scorpio, or a Cancer, or a water sign, an Aries, a fire sign, an ancestor. Somebody was telling you something about this Cancer, Leo, possibly as well. Now, this person was hiding. They came out after the tower happened, this Cancer, Leo. They came out after, so you met this person, or you realize this person is doing something after this person had their tower, or in court. After they went to court, or after they go to court, this bitch is going to be in the forefront as well. Okay, and the star is going to rise. Because they did something to a Cancer, Gemini, an upright, a Capricorn, a Virgo, a Pisces, a Cancer. All these signs here in the dark. You didn't know this person was doing something. They were there the whole time. And they don't have to be around you. None of these people have to be around you. They're using the persons that are around you as conductors to, like, whenever you're around this person, it's like you're around these people. They're binding to these people, and it's like they're sitting in their body. They're sitting on their skin, in their eyes, on their hair. They're doing witchcraft so they can be as close to you as possible to cause problems. This is spiritual crime. Okay, you still had faith though. You were still having faith and taking chances on your opportunity because God is here. Okay, God is helping you find work, helping you with your friends, your community. Everything is good. God is helping you stay upright, and they're still doing the witchcraft and the bullshit. But ancestors are getting in reverse, whether you realize it or not. They're being destroyed by ancestors. Their public appearance, their private appearance, their success is being affected. They're having reality checks with the tower. Period. Because they weren't supposed to do something here, and they know that. They know now. Somebody's not so obsessed with shopping anymore. Okay? It's no longer a priority because a reality check has happened. A reality check has happened. A couple more cards and I'm going to close this reading. JFK, what happened here? What happens? Let's see, a couple in reverse. Okay, they wouldn't stop doing something. Somebody wouldn't stop doing something when somebody was traveling. We have passport and we have JFK. So somebody was in an airport. Somebody wouldn't stop doing something when somebody was traveling to an airport. See, more airport stuff. I can't make it up. Something was going on in JFK and someone's being investigated about it. Somebody's being investigated about it. They wouldn't stop doing something. They needed to stop. What happened? Again, maybe somebody who needed surgery. I keep picking up this person that needed surgery and they were scared and they keep trying to sacrifice somebody to do surgery for them, to take on this illness for them. Okay, somebody was not moving. They were not moving locations because of a car accident. Something happened in a taxi. And they didn't get money for it. They didn't win some kind of lawsuit, or they didn't get money for this accident. So they couldn't move right away or something. So they were here. They were shopping. Like I said, something was happening when the masks were on, maybe. Okay, during this time. And the collective was laughing. Collective was laughing at something because they wouldn't stop doing something. Like, you couldn't believe this person was still doing stuff. And they're doing this all for public reward. All to be rewarded. And whatever they're doing is funny. Because you know that this is going to end up bad for this group. Okay? A gay couple could be in reverse, or somebody doesn't want to be gay. Okay, this could be significant. And the spell work backfired on this person. So they have to start paying somebody. They have to start paying somebody so they can get to their next birthday. Okay, because the spell work backfired. And whatever they did to this gay couple didn't work to get them to their next birthday, so they got to do something else. Okay, but somebody's still laughing at them. Okay, because again, it's like, you know, this energy just keeps trying And they're going to end up getting investigated anyway and losing their money. They couldn't pay somebody, but then they could after this couple sacrifice. But they still need to get to their birthday. And they can't cause any endings. They want to target people at the supermarket or couples because nobody would suspect anything at the supermarket. They could have been doing something to the mask. You see, this person is wearing a mask. They could have put something on the mask to contaminate it, maybe spirits. And now it's in reverse. Somebody's taking the mask off, or they're speaking. Maybe a child, maybe not. About this person in reverse. This could be somebody who wasn't healthy. The collective is laughing at this person who's not healthy. They don't take care of themselves. They can't do something through the television, like reverse these children. They want to use a TV to do something to harm somebody's unborn child with witchcraft or something, but they can't do it. The collective is just watching this person and just going, what is this person doing? Like, this person is crazy. Like, you have some kind of spiritual awareness, or you're getting downloads about this person. Like, it's like you're watching them do this and you're like, is this person still doing this shit? They still can't travel. They need to travel somewhere. They need to get away. Get out the country or something. Pop could be significant. Pop. They can't do something to the TV, to the child. Some kind of projection out the TV screen. Spell work. But then there's a mother and a child in reverse. And this family is in reverse. And it's like the collective knows this person is going to be exposed. It's like you're watching these people do this like a fly on the wall. Like, you see what this person is doing and you're just like, God is like, just sit back and watch this. Just watch them. You know, you could be exposing them a little bit. You could be, you know, like keeping notes. All right, this person keep doing this. And they just won't stop. They could be doing this for a basketball career. Somebody could play basketball. Somebody could be in jail. Somebody in jail could be doing this for a basketball player, or for this cucaracha who is giving orders. Somebody's giving orders. Okay, you could be home relaxing with your person. Okay, you could be chilling at home. And this person is busy dreaming about the next person they're going to unalive. Maybe for a basketball player, maybe for a career in basketball, something to do with basketball. But again, there's a loss of money here. Somebody lost money. Because somebody's in jail. This person is still fantasizing. They just love to do this, whoever this is. But they're not gaining anything. They just love to do it. Yeah, even though that somebody's in jail, okay, they're losing their team. Their team is getting arrested, okay, and they're losing money. This person just has a desire. They're possessed. They just have a desire to keep doing this shit, even though they're having loss and they're losing people going to jail. They could be sacrificing people to go to jail, and that's what they're enjoying. Maybe this person lost money, and that's another scheme that this person is doing. Okay, that's why they're still happy. This man is in reverse here. Some man with a beard and an afro. Maybe who likes jewelry, they're in reverse. This person keep going. They're like, okay, I like this. And the collective is still laughing at this jerk because you know that this person is like digging in their own grave. They don't see it. We're laughing, okay? We're just having fun. We're living our life here while this person does this crap in the background. It's like God is showing you this person and for a perfect time, okay? Now we're outside. Something is happening outside. Something happened in a subway. Fast forward, now a singer is in reverse. Surgery. Somebody needed to do a medical procedure. And maybe it finally caught up to them. Maybe it finally caught up to them. Because they did, whatever they did in the subway or outside in the public transportation or in the city or something, that was it. God was like, this is enough. Yeah. Somebody fought back. Like somebody was like, no, this is enough. I'm not doing this anymore. You gotta go. Somebody's alone. Somebody could be a widow. They could be by themselves. Or they're just, she's wearing black. Somebody had lost in the subway or outside. A couple is still together in the background somewhere, maybe a gay couple. They're traveling. Somebody's on a motorcycle. Okay, but somebody's guilty. This motorcycle, okay, so this gay couple and this motorcycle person is guilty. They have something to do with this too, but they're in the background somewhere. They're in the background somewhere. But this is all connected. All connected. Okay, they did something to a couple here. That wasn't communicating with them. It's in reverse. They couldn't pay somebody to be quiet about it. This graduate student as well in reverse. Okay, but nobody's looking into it right now. But somebody should be looking into that. About this nail salon business, a salon business, something on the street. Something that happened on the street. Put this person, Metro could be significant, Lafayette could be significant, Rocky, it says Rocky, Rococo, pizza, a pizzeria could be significant, the letter L could be significant, but somebody is praying. Somebody is praying about something that happened outside, some type of event that happened outside. What happened outside? These people have something to do with it, but they might have did something remotely, like spiritually, okay? So you could be questioning somebody you know, somebody you're dating about something that happened outside because there's a basketball player in reverse. Somebody's in reverse. So you're looking at somebody you're dating. Maybe something happened to this basketball player when they were outside and you're praying about it. You have rules, my body, my rules, my decision. Somebody could have been trying to interfere with this, so you were praying. Some kind of assault could have been happening, okay? So that somebody doesn't have to get some kind of medical procedure. This cucaracha is scared to go to the doctor like a big baby. Okay, they're scared. Now, I'm not saying if you're scared to go to the doctor, you're a big baby. This person is. Because anybody who has to take life or do something crazy like this to stay out of the doctor's office, they're crazy. They're a baby. Something's wrong with them. Like, they're crazy. The collective isn't laughing anymore. Something is not funny. Something is not funny. Because this person is still sick. They still need medical procedures. And they got people thinking it's their spouse. It's this cucaracha. But they got people thinking, oh, it's somebody you know. No. You thinking something happened to someone in the street. And but you knew that this person had rules. This person respected their body and wouldn't let anybody invade their body. So it's not that. Somebody invaded their body, but they was maybe standing up for themselves. They didn't believe in this. They weren't participating in any kind of, inappropriate stuff. So somebody could have been saying that they were doing that. But this person is saying no. It's not this person that I'm dating. It's not the collective. It's this cucaracha who's afraid to get some kind of medical procedure, and they could be in reverse now. Somebody is. Okay, now somebody's having a baby. Okay, a football player could be significant, or a mother. Somebody's having a baby. And now there's a child in reverse. Somebody who's studying the faith. And the collective is still wondering, is this somebody that I know? Like, whatever this is, they have you thinking it's somebody in your family doing it. They have you looking at your family, but it's really somebody who the family is doing something with. It's somebody in the family that they're doing something with. Okay, somebody is traveling. They pull tarot cards. An elder. Somebody's pulling tarot cards on an elder. They're traveling or something. Somebody is traveling and pulling tarot cards on an elder. In this family, they want to sacrifice this elder. They went down to the pit for whatever they did. They went down to the pit. Somebody's suffering for it. Quick too, it didn't take long. Okay, then we have this person who maybe who runs. They could be missing a limb, some kind of handicap. They're in reverse too. Okay, somebody trying to get out of the pit. If something is not shocking, a car accident. Car in reverse too. Maybe a few of them. And somebody can't fight something. But they didn't die. They could have had some kind of disability. Like somebody could have had a car accident, but they didn't die, but they have some kind of disability now. Okay, they don't want to ride in the car anymore. They have a fear about it. They see something. They see the singer in reverse now. Okay, so it's like somebody is putting things together in your mind. Like, okay, somebody just, I keep seeing this person that's thinking. Like you could be, your person could be talking to you and you're just lost. You're like, you just keep thinking about something. This person, and now this person is, you could be feeling something in the spirit about somebody being punished. And now this person is in reverse. You see something, you see that this person in reverse, who might sing or might not, okay, is involved with something here. With things that are happening in the street, tarot readers, maybe people who are handicapped. You're not surprised. Something doesn't shock you. Now this football player had a baby, but somebody had to be sacrificed for it. Because there's this cucaracha here that is keep orchestrating this. Like they enjoy doing this sick garbage. Because it keeps them from having sickness or something. They don't have to get these medical procedures that they don't want, but now they're out in the cold and they're trying to get away. But all they're doing is running into more problems. With the judgment in reverse, they're hiding, you know, they're hiding from spiritual justice. They're hiding from the angels. They know angels are real. They know that God is real. And this person that was indecisive sees something now. Somebody was fire, Libra, air. Okay, they see something now. Okay, they say, I gotta get out of here. I'm about to be in the poorhouse over what I'm doing for this cucaracha and these football players so they can have children. They're doing something corrupt. Somebody about to run into the authorities here, jumping on the floor. Libra, Cancer, and this water sign in reverse. Now, why is this young water sign having a problem with the authorities? Because they're having clarity too. Why is this Page of Cups in reverse next to the authorities? What's happening? Oh, we have Six of Swords here. Okay, so somebody is recovering. Okay, we have Aquarius, Libra, could be recovering. It could be involved with this. But the authorities are sitting here in between something. Their judgment could be in reverse, maybe. Okay, this water sign is watching their back. Even though they're in reverse and they're not doing something good, they're watching their back because of their friends or their community. Okay, somebody that's working. Okay, maybe a father. Somebody in the upright. It's like this person is not doing something completely right, but they're still watching their back. They're still trying to find out ways to communicate to good people, even though they don't have plans to do something. There's a Capricorn, Aquarius that they're in this person's ear. This Page of Cups, they're in their ear. They're making these people, they're making this water sign watch this group. They want to know what's going on. They're using this person and the authorities could be watching them. This person could be in jail. Okay, they're a spiritual war. Capricorn, Aquarius, Gemini. Yep, they're serving justice. So there's somebody that's in jail that's using a young water sign to watch people in the upright, and they don't have any plans to do anything else. and the authorities are watching them. So maybe they should stop. But this Scorpio, Sag in reverse and this earth fire keep lusting. And they're using this young water sign to watch the collective. Maybe because they can be manipulated. Again, they want somebody's home. And they're stuck. This Taurus Aries is stuck. They're not making any money for doing something in the mysterious here. They're stuck, and when they work, they're not getting anything for it. They're just too busy, avoiding the cops or some kind of conflict or competition over and over again. This person has an ending coming, or they did a rape or an arrest, because they just wouldn't stop doing something here. People have moved on from this group, and ancestors are getting in reverse with this left side here. People are releasing the devil, and they're still overcommitted to the devil. You have too much consciousness and awareness. The collective is, nothing can get worse for the collective. They have done so much bad. They're using, the Page of Cups could be a child. They're using this child to watch us from jail because we won't talk to them. So they're using some kind of young energy to do this for our self-sufficiency. They want to try to sacrifice us. Somebody's working, they want to move, okay? And ancestors are getting in reverse because they could be trying to interfere with that, with this Cancer sign. Nothing can interfere. They're just going to keep trying. They're going to keep trying, right? It has a lot to do with this Ten of Pentacles in reverse, which is someone who had a lot. They lost a lot. This is not anybody small here. They lost a lot of people's inheritance that they stolen. Doing something like with sex or something mysterious or some kind of harmful knowledge, and using this young energy to help them. I'm just going to pull out 2 more cards here and close this reading, collective. Give me more on this JFK card, and then I'm going to close this reading. Somebody's head could be significant. A head. Think that how it resonates? Somebody's head could be wrapped up. Just cucaracha. Somebody is not ready to travel to JFK, or they're not ready to travel. And this cucaracha is saying, I need to take your money. I need your money though. I need whatever you have. They're obsessed with going places, having the money to go places, but having to take it. That's their deal with Satan. But they can't pay someone to be quiet about this, something in a bag, because they can't communicate with this person on a phone. This phone's in reverse. They can't communicate on the phone to pay someone to be quiet or to do something with them or for them. So they have to reverse this couple. But again, we're laughing because they're doing this for public reward. And they still can't move. So now they're traveling without sacrificing anyone. There's no unaliving happening, but they're traveling, which is bad because this person has karma. This person has karma, and that's why the collective is laughing. Like this person they're desperate. Yeah, they had to leave somebody by themselves, or somebody is, I don't know why I'm picking a widow, and like somebody didn't make it. Yeah, they wouldn't stop doing something. So I feel like somebody was forced to travel without covering themselves with a sacrifice or something like that, which is wrong, but this person did that. And they thought they were going to be okay, but they didn't have enough money to do something. And maybe somebody was left out by themselves here, left alone. Maybe didn't have enough money to pay for this person to go with them. They didn't have enough money for this person to travel with them. There's something about this thing in a bag. A student maybe. Something in a bag is being investigated. And their star is falling. Maybe a baby, an unborn baby, a mom with an unborn baby, so that they can celebrate. And again, the collective is laughing like, this person is really gonna have it, like it's gonna be so bad. See something in the bag, something is in a bag. And someone is traveling. I feel like somebody is doing something to good people, and they're having lost. They could have lost their baby for a celebration. They have to just keep. They could have traveled somewhere and then went and did this somewhere else, but somebody got left behind. Anyway, I'm going to close the reading here. Something else might come out about this. This is to be continued.